Let's take a look inside Mr. Gibson's public speaking classroom.
I'm Brad Gibson, and these are the benefits of taking a public speaking class.
Look, I've had 200 milligrams of caffeine and I am ready to go. So I appreciate you joining me here today, whether welcome to the videoed in-person public speaking. Welcome to my class. And today we're going to start off by answering the question that I've managed so many times. First day of class, I go, hey, why are you taking this class? Why are you taking this class? And generally the students say something of the sort, because I have to, because I was enrolled in this class. I've had people even say they don't know why they're there. Because I have to. It's required. Well, I look at it like this. If it's required, if you have to, then why not understand what is potential? What can you gain from taking a public speaking class? So one of the first things we're going to talk about right now are the benefits of taking a public speaking class. One, it can help you control your emotions. Imagine what it might be like to be standing in front of an auditorium filled with people and you have a loose game plan. Heaven forbid you have no game plan at all. And you start to realize, you start to actualize the idea, well, this is really going to happen. Right? I mean, up here you're imagining it, you're probably imagining it in a way in which was safe for you, more comfortable, but now it's real. It's getting very close to go time. The stress is kicking in. That fight or flight, that stuff that you're going to learn how to manage in a public speaking class is all coursing through your veins right now. But because you have practiced and prepared, you are ready to go. That's what a public speaking class can give you, an opportunity to practice, to prepare, and to understand what those really mean and what they look like. So an opportunity for you to gain some self-awareness. There's a lot of exercises that we do in my class when it's in person and we're participating in the exercises where we're looking at stories from our own lives and we're trying to find ways to tell those in which are relatable to people in the room, or perhaps we're looking at ourselves in a fashion that would cause others to see our vulnerability. Perhaps we are self-deprecating. But it is a journey of self-actualization. It is a journey of self-awareness. What is it going to feel like when you're in those stressful situations? That is a major benefit of taking a public speaking class. And here's the second one. People that speak well tend to get what they want. So why not practice the art of speaking well? Because there may be a day, right? Maybe in this class you're like, I'm just going to suffer through it. But there may be a day where you are in that panel interview. There is a row of people that are looking at you, that are waiting to hear your profound answer to a very difficultly worded question, perhaps purposely to try to trip you up. But again, right, you've in the class, so you know what to do. You articulate yourself well, you answer the question promptly, precisely, you say it with confidence. Perhaps you really are confident, or you've practiced the art of faking it well, and you get that job. And but I'm serious. You think about it like this. There is a time in your life that you've either experienced or you will experience where you are going to want to introduce yourself to somebody, or heaven forbid, you're hoping that they introduce themselves to you. But what happens after that? Send them a text message. That's what I would do. So nice to meet you. So speaking well can not only help you land the perfect job, but it also can help you land the perfect date, the perfect future mate. And again, it's all about this idea of being self-aware, learning how to project your ideas, and do it in a fashion with which makes you look good, makes you present your best self. So in a public speaking class, there are plenty of opportunities for you to work on your research, your writing, and your presentation skills. And one of the things we would do in our class is a presentation with visual aids. And so I kind of like the use of the word presentation in this context, as it means it's not just perhaps you speaking or telling a story, but it's you're presenting some material. And how do you present that material well? What does that look like? What does it sound like? How do you incorporate research into a speech without making it sound like you're reading a research-based article? All of that stuff you will benefit from by taking a public speaking class. It's also an opportunity, here's number 4, for you to strengthen your deductive reasoning. If an audience feels this way, then you should do this. And if you were to tell a joke to a room of people that you were really sure they're going to act like this, but they don't, then you do. Thinking about the possibilities and how you will respond to those possibilities in a high pressure situation will really help you strengthen those deductive reasoning skills. That sounded redundant. The Department of Redundancy Department. Public speaking class. Another benefit of taking such is to improve your ability to hear well. Listen. Work on your listening skills. There is a relationship between the speaker and the audience. It's important for the speaker to understand what their role is because they play a major function in that. But if you were taking my class, you would know as an audience member, you are also a key member of this relationship. And so you need to be doing things as well. You need to be working on your listening skills. There's a lot of opportunities for said audience members to be working on different aspects and components of listening. So not just perhaps, for some reason I feel like students don't know that, but not only taking notes, but managing your nonverbals to allow the speaker the best opportunity for success. Now it's true, if they were to go on and on for a long period of time and it was miserable for an hour, then perhaps you would just lose that ability to manage your nonverbals. But part of your job as a listener, one of the things that you can practice in this class is presenting great nonverbals to the speaker so they feel comfortable and confident and are able to present their best possible self. It's that reciprocal relationship. It's just gonna happen. You're gonna take a public speaking class, here comes number 6, and you're going to have to practice and practice and practice. If you were in a competitive speaking class, you would practice speaking to a brick wall. I might encourage you to practice speaking to a brick wall for some of your heavier presentations. There's nothing like a literal stone wall to make you really happy to see faces that perhaps are moving in a way in which makes you feel comfortable, right? You had an idea and you thought that people might go, ooh, and you get to see that versus delivering that to a brick wall. Brick walls give you nothing in return, but what a great way to practice delivering your speech. Practice that emotion. Practice that energetic delivery to an empty room. And it'll make it so much easier when you're living off of the interaction of an audience, right? When they're giving you feedback and that's giving you energy and that's your adrenaline and endorphins are surging versus being in an empty room. And still trying to find the energy and the fake or real enthusiasm to muster that work. Practice, practice, practice. It's going to happen in a public speaking class, and something that will be happening in the class, and it's something that if you really take away the understandings of then you will know it is something that should be happening outside the class as well. And last but perhaps most important, taking a public speaking class can help you become more comfortable communicating with others. I mean, have you ever broken up with someone over text? Man, that is so easy. Try doing it in person. Nope, I take the passive-aggressive road. But as we talk to each other in small groups, as we talk to each other in large groups, in formal and informal ways throughout the semester, it's just going to happen through repetition of execution. You are going to develop a stronger sense of comfortability speaking with people that you might know a little bit. You might have taken the class with a friend, and perhaps you don't know anybody in the room, but if you're loosely actually alive in the room while you're taking the class, there's a pretty strong guaranteed outcome that you will get to know a lot of the people in this room very well. So take this public speaking class, learn how to become more comfortable speaking with others. You can get the perfect job, the perfect date. You'll develop a stronger sense of self-awareness, and you're going to practice your deductive reasoning and the other one that I forgot in this wrap-up. That would be self-deprecation versus something else we'll cover later on in the semester.
Insert clever closing line here. For more information regarding seminars and intensives, please visit Brad's website. Otherwise, we'll see you in class.